Hello guys, it's me, Bruzbiza, and today I will be rating some popular games on the realistic factor, which include graphics, physics, and common sense. So every game will have a rating of 0 out of 30, and I'll fill in the 0 according on how it does. So let's get right into the video. Also, if this video gets lots of likes, I will include Phantom Forces in it. So in Jailbreak, the physics is pretty bad because when you tase someone, they spaz out, like right there. Their arms disappear, then out of nowhere they reappear again, like that. And then this guy is punching a random thing in the wall of a police station, and it's opening a gate, and it totally says, please do not punch. And this guy just punched me, so I'm just gonna shoot this guy. Or arrest him. And it won't let me arrest. So I tase him again, and it looks like he just spazzed out like a demon. And he just decapitated. He was just decapitated, and his head reappeared again. Okay, that guy was fine. And I'm just gonna troll him by saying you were bullying me. Okay, didn't he just open that gate? Yeah, he opened that gate, but I arrested him. So that's why I died. So far, the common sense might be... let's see. The common sense will be 19 out of 30. And then the physics, I would rate, I would say 19.2. So right here, when you punch someone, the punch does little damage, which is kind of realistic because some other games, punching does almost an insta-kill in like 3 shots. So this game will get a 2+ in common sense. So right here, the common sense will go down because this guy just finished locking his door and he never touched me and he arrested me like nothing, like no one's business. So I will subtract 5 out of the common sense because you can't handcuff someone just by locking a door and just walking by and you get arrested without even touching or looking at me. Now for the graphics, I would say the map is pretty good, but the only thing I don't like is the terrain. The terrain is like the default Roblox terrain, which look like crappy. How would you say it? Like it looks so crappy. I don't know why people still use it, but they have a nice map. Like prison's nice, everything, but they put it into a crappy outside map, which looks like someone hired a professional builder, and then someone hired a noob builder and put the newbie map outside and put the professional map inside. What would it look like? I'm gonna put it in the screen what it would look like. So technically I have to give Jailbreak a graphics of about 15. And the map and the bad map outside will combine into a 13. Technically, I will give Jailbreak a score of graphics 13 out of 30, physics will be 19 out of 30, and common sense will be 16 out of 30. So technically, they get a score of 53.3 infinite percent on the realistic factor. So I would say when I just joined the game, the graphics is pretty fine. So technically I would rate it a 20 out of 30. For common sense, I am still looking for a factor here. So technically, my common sense will be a 19 out of 30 because so far I've seen no one on the yellow team, and my teammate just got killed from out of nowhere. So still, so far, no one. And later a jet will spawn in, but you see no one. So technically this is a war game, but there's no one in the base, so technically it isn't a war game because it's more like idling and waiting for someone to spawn. So I rate the common sense 19, that's why. So far there's no physics problems. So that one, bullets deflect out of tank, so I would rate the physics 30 out of 30 because I've seen no physics problems. So I'm gonna keep the score 30 out of 30. So in conclusion, the graphics will be 22 out of 30. The physics will be 30 out of 30, and common sense will be 19 out of 30. So technically, Base Wars will have a score of 78.89% on the realistic factor. So technically, when I see this game, I would rate the graphics a 15 out of 30 because some of the buildings match the crappy terrain. But this game's still in development, so the map matches. And so far,
reloading
4 bullets into a North Vietnamese person only does 36 damage, and 2 shots in the chest only done 15 damage, and a headshot only done 33 damage.
Huh? Help!
So kill. There is lots of common sense. Also, the common sense will be a 30 out of. Wait, no, not 30. A 25 out of 30 because there is voice acting. And if I were to rate the physics, I would rate it a 21 out of 30 because the bullet physics don't work that well. But it's still fun. It still functions properly in close range. Because some bullets only like do 10 damage if you shoot a rifle at like almost one map away. That should have done like a little more.
Reloading.
But it's okay. So I'll rate it 21 out of 30.
Help!
For Unit 1968, I would rate the graphics 15 out of 30, the physics 25 out of 30, and the common sense 21 out of 30. So the game gets a score of 67.78% on the realistic factor. So far, I would rate the graphics of this game a 25 out of 30 for the loading screen, and the common sense will be a 19 out of 30 because there's random weapons in one section of the sniper rifle class. And then the physics, I don't know yet. And for physics, I will have to say a 15 out of 30 because I seriously hit that guy, but it never hit him. And same as last time. So now I would with the sniper scope, okay. As you can see, that one I would subtract a 5 out of the physics because there's random people frozen. then now I can shoot people now for some reason. So I will bring up the physics to a 15 out of 30. The animations look pretty real. So I'll go put the physics to 20 out of 30. And the graphics of the map is pretty decent, so I put the graphics back to it. I think I should put the animations, I meant the physics max, to a max, since there's almost no animations for everything. So 30 out of 30 for physics. So Kinetic Code gets a 30 out of 30 for graphics and physics, and Common Sense is 19 out of 30. So technically I would give Kinetic Code a percentage of 87.78% on the realistic factor. The worst to the best in the realistic factor. So the worst was Jailbreak with 53.3 infinite percent. The next is Unit 1968, which got a 67.78%. And Base Words, which was a 78.89%. It's pretty incredible how that game got a high score. And Kinetic Code, which was the highest with 87.78% on the realistic factor. If you guys liked the video, please like and subscribe. If you don't agree with the list, comment down and I'll see your argument.